So countdown. Alrighty, let's get into it. So ASM 2019 PAX edition starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Wait. Hello everybody, I'm MangoPunch and this is Resident Evil 2 1998 edition, the original version. I'm playing this on the PC version for a couple of different reasons. The main one is it's easier to get a hold of. The other reason is because you get to skip the door cutscenes, which, if you are familiar with any of the Resident Evil games, it takes a long time to open doors. There's a long, lengthy cutscene, but we get to skip them in this one. Problem is, if you skip it too quickly, it actually takes longer to load the next room than if you hadn't skipped it all. So you have to wait for the right frame before you skip it.
You were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
So we're playing the Leon A scenario. There's 4 different scenarios in the game. There's Leon A, Claire A, Leon B, and Claire B. And you play them in a different order depending on which character you pick first. Whichever character you pick first, you get their A scenario. And then when you finish that, you unlock the other character's B scenario. But we're doing A. It is the most optimized, the easiest to learn, and the easiest to run. Sorry. Okay, so a couple of different things that happened there. First thing was I saw that there was a zombie banging against the gate, which means that the trigger to trigger the cutscene, where the zombie bursts through the gate, is deactivated. But if you quickly open and close the menu, whoa! If you quickly open and close the menu, it will reactivate the cutscene. And also, I did a thing called quick shooting to stagger the first zombie, which meant I could run straight past him. Otherwise, you have to run straight into the zombie, take a bite, which is not ideal. So the first part of the game, you're just running through the streets of Raccoon City and trying to get to the police station. Oh. And try not to run into walls as well. So to explain the quick shooting thing that I just did before, basically there's a glitch where if you fire your weapon, let go of aim, and then hit aim again at just the right frame, you will fire again immediately, which means you can fire twice as fast as you would normally, which is great for speedrunning, but also terrible for speedrunning because if you mistime it, you completely drop your aim, and then you can get messed over pretty badly, especially on the bosses.
Leon. Sorry, but
so this is Marvin, the only surviving member of the RPD.
Canceled. What happened?
He's going to give us a key,
About 2 months ago,
and we're going to unlock the rest of the RPD so we
this
can go and
incident
grab a whole bunch of
involving zombies
plugs
in a mansion
to open the
located in
gate to the
outskirts of
sewer
this city.
so that we can escape.
Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella.
One unfortunate thing about this version is
behind
you can't skip the actual
everything.
cutscenes.
They risked their lives to reveal the truth.
So
But no
I usually
one
take
believed them.
the cutscenes as a chance to, I don't know, grab a
Not
coffee,
long after that,
have a nap.
All this started to happen. Hang in there. Don't worry about me.
The GameCube version
Just
lets you skip
rescue
all
the
of these
survivors
cutscenes,
in
but
the
not the
other
doors, which means that the whole run actually ends
Here,
up going faster,
Take
but
this key card.
I
You
prefer
should
to
be
skip the
able to
doors
unlock the doors in the hall with
because
this.
there's more of them.
Now go. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Alright, here's where the game really begins. So we start to go through all the narrow corridors that are infested with zombies. Most of the speed run is just running past zombies as much as you can without getting bitten. And here's the first licker. We're just going to run by him. He's going to be more of a threat later on, but for now he's just a chump. Right, here's the first pack of zombies coming up. Pretty easy to dodge. We've got the statue puzzle. Basically what we have to do is push each of these statues onto a pressure plate over the other side of the room. But we come through this room 3 times, so we're going to do the puzzle in 3 parts. So push this first statue. Whoa, feedback. And then we're going to come back for the other 2. And another cutscene.
Leon!
So this is Claire. In the
Good to see you're still among
opening
the
that we
living.
skipped, it's Leon's first day on the job here.
Looks like we're not.
And he arrived in Raccoon City to find out that the entire city is infested with zombies. And he runs into Claire, who's one of the only survivors. And then they get split up by a tanker truck explosion. And now they've just met up.
There's
And then
no
Leon's going to
reason for us
suggest that they
stay
split
any
up
longer
again
than
for
this.
no reason at all.
Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
Claire's here looking for her
One
brother
last
from the
thing.
first game.
Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
All right, going to do part 2 of the statue puzzle. So that releases a gem that we need to pick up later. Just run by him. Oh, that's not good. Got grabbed by the jazz hands. Spirit fingers. Yeah, that's a good 5-second time loss there, but it's a marathon. I would usually reset there, but not today. Right, now we one rack through. Now that liquor is going to be a bit more of a problem here. But luckily there's a little... They have behavioural issues. You can usually manipulate them a bit. So if I hit the corner there, he sort of backs off for some reason, which allows me to run right past him. Now I grab the crank, which I can't remember what I need it for, but I do need it. I'm going to get one of 2 gems here. The other gem was dropped by the statue though, that we went past before. Now Dodge these zombies again. Alright, now this one's a tricky dodge here because I have a split second to work out what this zombie is going to do. Yep. So he has 3 different speeds. If he's going slow or medium, you have to run around him. But if he's going fast, you have to take an inside line. But luckily he was going slow, so that meant it's slower, but it was easier to judge. So this library is not up to code. Oop. So this is supposedly a puzzle, but it's pretty easy. You just move the 2 shelves to the right. Luckily, all the puzzles in this game are all fixed, and there's one solution for all of them. In Resident Evil 3, though, all the puzzles are completely random. There's about 3 or 4 different solutions for each puzzle, and you never know which one you're going to get, so you pretty much have to brute force your way through it all. And it's Magpie season in Raccoon City. Right, that's pretty easy to dodge. I say that, but every time I get complacent, one of them will peg me. Not this time, though. Pick up the valve handle, which there is one in every Resident Evil game. The handiest tool. So there's a bit of a glitch in the inventory menu, where if you press certain arrow combinations, it will teleport your cursor to certain slots, which makes it pretty handy for speedrunning. And you think of each combo as like a fighting game combo, like quarter circle forward will take you to slot 6, quarter circle back will take you to slot 4. So if it looks like I'm doing things instantaneously, my fingers aren't actually that quick, it's just a glitch. So use the 2 gems to pick up the second plug. Now that we've got that, we're going to head down to the sewer. But first we need to take a detour back through Marvin's office, the cop from before. Which means we have to run past that liquor one more time. So hopefully he behaves. All right, he behaved. All right, coming up to one of the diciest rooms. It's a very, very tightly packed room full of zombies. But I'm at full health, so it's probably going to be alright. Alright, one bite, that wasn't too bad. Alright, now let's see if Marvin behaves. Marvin has 3 speeds. Let's see if I can take the quick route here. No, he's oh no, get off me. Alright, so if he goes slow, that means I can take a direct line to the door, but if he goes medium or fast, you have to run around him, but I didn't do it right, so he got me. But I've still got a good amount of health. So you start off with 200 hit points, which is... Oh, hold on a sec. There we go. You have 200 hit points, which isn't shown on the status screen. You have fine, caution, or danger. If you drop below 100 hit points, you go into caution, which means you run 10% slower, so you don't want that. And if you go into danger, that's under 30 hit points, I think. You end up just limping. This is Ada, she's the worst. If you speedrun this game, there will be one particular point in the sewers where
When I saw the uniform, I
she
thought you
can
were another zombie.
she can just stop you from progressing.
Who are you?
Hopefully that doesn't happen today.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing.
Also,
Give me
you
a
might
hand.
notice some spelling errors on the side of that truck if you look carefully. Dale 911.
Ada, wait!
That line pretty much sums up Leon and Ada's entire relationship here. Leon telling her to wait while she runs as far away from him as possible.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
So this is another pretty long cutscene.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
If you played the
I'm not
remake, this
going
is where
anywhere.
Mr. X
I'm
makes
the only
his first
cop
appearance.
left alive in this building.
But in the original
What?
game, Mr. X doesn't actually show up until the B
Look,
scenario.
If you want to live, then you're gonna have to
So
leave with me.
thankfully, we won't be coming across him
But
at all.
do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
Alright, remember to pick up this manhole opener. Every now and then I'll forget to pick it up and then realize too late. If anybody's arachnophobic, look away. Because, yeah, there's some creepy things down here. Ew. Now, those spiders can actually poison you, which immediately puts you into caution, and also you start losing health. I think it's like 10 hit points every 5 seconds or something. So you don't want that. The only way to get rid of poison is with a blue herb, and at this point in the game there's only about 2 of them. One of them is a cell next to where Ben was before, and the other is in a room just off the side here.
I don't think
And then
I
you don't
can introduce myself.
find any more until
My
later in the
name's Leon.
sewer.
I'm with the RPD.
So we're going to switch over to Ada here
Dead end.
for a short segment.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll
And
go
she's
check.
going to go into a room, push some boxes, grab a key, and then come back. And then run away from Leon. So you don't have to push those boxes all the way, you just have to push them to a certain point and that will automatically move into place. Alright, now we're back to Leon.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
There's that line again. Alright, so we're going to make our way back into the RPD to get the other 2 plugs. Turbo spider. Now, there's another licker coming up here, which is a pretty tough dodge. But let's see if we can get it. It's about a 50-50 chance of working. Nope, didn't work. So there's a point coming up that is an extremely risky area, unless you do a safe strat. But I'm not going to do the safe strat. because it looks really cool if you get to do it right. I may get stun locked into oblivion, but I've got a safety save, so I want to show you guys the cool stuff. Alright, here we go. There it is. Oh! I very rarely actually do that in my runs, unless I'm behind and I need to catch up. Oh, and I messed up the easiest dodge. It's all good. There's a first aid spray in this room, so... Another easy puzzle. You're supposed to look at a painting to work out the solution to this, but if you already know it, you know it. Alright, now the return trip here is a bit dicey. Depends if Misty wants to behave here. Okay, got it. And this is the point in every run where I breathe a sigh of relief, because from this point on there's no more huge packs of zombies to dodge. So it's pretty cruisy from now on. I say that, but just watch as I find another way to mess it up. So these zombies are going to fill the corridors that I was running through before, but we're not going to go back through there, so we don't need to worry about them. However, in the B scenario, those zombies will remain there, so they're Claire's problem. Alright, that crank that I picked up earlier, handy for something. Equip the Magnum there, because there is a boss coming up. So the Magnum is basically the boss killer.
No!
We still use the pistol a few times. Pistol a couple of times for now, but not too often. So if you've seen the movie Alien, you already know what's going to happen here.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come
Ben's
on,
not
answer!
feeling too well.
We've got a couple of pretty good donations if you've got
I
time.
almost
Go
got
for
the
it.
story. Ben.
So we've got a $14.80 donation from Lucas, who says $180 if you get the yellow dodge. Oh, that echo is horrible, man.
Get that.
And $102 donation from Lucas, who says, yo!
Hang in there, Ben.
Thank you, Lucas. I
Thank
see
you very
over there.
much.
I'm not getting back.
My chest! It's burning! What What's wrong?
Yeah, Lucas is another RE2 runner, and he successfully did that YOLO dodge before I did, so... And he did it in caution status as well, which is incredibly impressive.
Good God, what was that?
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey!
Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer.
So
Can you
Leon
meet me
likes
there?
to use the radio by putting it up to his forehead.
I'm on my way.
Apparently that gets him better reception. We're gonna make our way past the spiders one last time. Hopefully they don't poison me. Alright, it's all good. So that little critter that escaped before is going to grow up into something horrible. There he is. They grow so quickly. So this is the first boss fight. All we have to do is shoot him 6 times with a magnum, but he spews out those little critter things that can latch onto you and bite you if you're not careful. But if you just spam left and right as you shoot, you will shake them off. And he's sent to the Shadow Realm. Right, now we're in the sewer.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together, okay?
All right. We'll do it your way.
So Ada's agreed to not run away from us for once. But I wish she would, because this is where she can get in the way. She can just block you at random occasions. And here we meet Annette, who is studying this wall.
Leon,
And we're going to play as
That woman
Ada
was-
again for a little bit.
I have to talk to her.
I have to unequip her gun here because there is a cutscene that comes up where if you have the gun equipped, it adds about 5 seconds to the cutscene. So there, if I had the gun equipped, Annette would have shot the gun out of her hand, and later at the end of the cutscene, Ada would spend a bunch of seconds walking over to pick it up. But if you don't have it equipped, you don't have to worry about it.
Ada Wong. Ada Wong.
So this is another really
I've
long
heard that name
cutscene. If there's
before.
any donations or anything to read out.
Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G virus.
It's weird playing this game without
It's
splits because I
capable
don't
of
know
creating
how
the
well I'm
ultimate
doing.
bioweapon. Its potential
So the
is
world record for
even
this game
greater than that
on
of
the
T
PC
virus.
version is
Then that must
48
mean the creature
minutes.
in the police department is
48 minutes 45,
Precisely.
I want to say, and that's held
My
by a runner
husband, William.
by the name of Secret,
and it's all
who
Umbrella's fault.
earlier this year came out of
None of this would have
nowhere,
happened if they hadn't
and
tried
within
to
a
steal
month
his research
of
away from
picking
him.
up the game, he just powered through it and he got world record, which is insane. Before that, it was held by a runner by the name of Pyramid K, who was pretty much my mentor.
So those rats were the carriers.
He came into my
of the
stream,
virus.
saw that I was learning it.
As a result of his virus,
I was just doing it for
malicious
fun, but he pushed me to keep going
should have lost
and
the
taught me all these new
biomemories
strats,
by now.
and I kept with it, and
Even worse.
yeah,
every
it's
virus
great.
bioweapon
I wouldn't be here
including
like right now if it
has
wasn't
the
for him,
ability
so
to implant
I have a lot to
embryos
owe to him.
into other creatures.
But
And create
in the
offspring.
last 6 months or so, the world record has changed hands about 4 or 5 different times after being unbeaten for about a year and a half.
Too bad.
So the world record was held by a runner by the name of Darazan, I want to say Darazanyol, I don't know how to say his name. And then it was taken by Magnoozle earlier this year. And then a guy named Alan CG who held it for a day before Pyramid K took it.
Ada?
And then it went to Secret. I think the RE2 remake revitalized the scene. There's a lot of people started running it earlier this year, myself included. Messed that up. So I've re-equipped the handgun here so I don't waste my magnum ammo on the next boss that's about to show up. Oop. That's really easy to mess up there. You have to be looking at it at just the right angle.
Ada!
And here comes the next box. It's Croc. So I'm going to do another risky strat. So I've got to concentrate here because the timing needs to be perfect. I'll explain it after I do it. Alright, so he's dead. So what I did there was a strat called, thank you, a strategy called Quick Croc. So usually the Croc will, he'll roar 3 times and then charge at you. But if you release the canister, he will slowly walk over to it and pick it up. But there is a slight crossover point between the 2 points of like about 2 or 3 frames, where if you hit the canister at exactly the right moment, he'll go into his charge animation, but still pick up the canister. If you hit the canister too quickly, it's no problem, he'll just go slowly, but if you hit it just a frame
That's
too
two
late,
I owe you.
you're
Don't
dead,
mention it.
because he will just chomp you, and you don't have enough ammo to fight him off.
I just found out.
So it would be
John's
rip, rip,
dead.
chili dip.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out
But
of
he
here.
moves his head
The
3
sooner the
times, and
better.
at the peak of his 3rd head movement, that's when you hit the canister. Alright, hopefully Ada stays out of my way here. Okay, good. That's a start. thought I missed it there, but no, I got it. Alright, here is where she can straight up soft lock you, if you're unlucky. If she stands... Oh, I thought she did it then. If she stands in the right spot there, she will just not move and you won't be able to get down off that ledge. Sometimes you can get her to move if you run back and then over to the ledge again, but sometimes she'll just stay there. And funnily enough, only ever happens when you're on a really good pace. So a small encounter here with William Birkin, the mastermind behind the G-Virus, which caused all the zombies. We're just going to shoot his arm a couple of times. I've got to be careful. If I shoot too quickly here, it'll waste a bullet. Shoot him 5 times and he'll run away. But we'll have a proper fight with him in a minute. So deliberately take the bite there, so it's just quicker. You get to push him off you, out of the way. Just juke them. I've got to be careful there not to pick up the shotgun ammo, because you don't have enough inventory space to continue with the run if you do that. There is an item box in that room though, but I prefer to reset because I'm like that. And I usually skip the first aid spray there because oh, I forgot to equip the Magnum. I was supposed to reload the Magnum, equip it, and then use the key. But whatever, I can just equip it in a bit. Yeah, I usually skip the first aid spray because I generally don't need it, but it is a marathon, so I want to play it safe.
Ada!
Ada's down for the
Ada!
count.
Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
Just quickly equip the Magnum here. There we go. Alright, so the strategy for this fight is pretty... I'm doing the safe straight here, but even the safe straight is risky if you get your positioning wrong, so concentrate on this one. Alright. Shoot him 3 times. 3, turn, dodge. 1, 2, 3. Narrowly missed me. Wait for his head to pop out, and then I still mess that one up every now and then, but the 3-3-2 strat is pretty consistent. The risky strat for that is by using
Don't
Magnum
die
quick
on
shots
me,
there.
Ada.
And instead of doing
Come on.
3-3-2 shots, you do
Wake
4
up.
and 4. But
Come
if you
on.
miss one of the quick shots, he'll hurt you pretty bad. So now we're in the secret laboratory, which is the last part of the game. And probably half of that is going to be cutscenes, so...
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Alright, not much to do here. Just got to activate the power before we can go into the lower levels. Oh, that was... whoops. Well, there goes the emergency first aid spray. Hopefully I didn't need that. It's all good. There's another one further ahead that I can pick up if I need to. Now the power's on, we can go downstairs. Now there's another spot with 3 lickers that is really, really dicey because they can surround you and just stun lock you into oblivion. But luckily there is a strategy, because lickers are blind, so they use their hearing to find you. So you can sort of manipulate them a bit by walking in some places. So I'm going to do a specific thing here that will hopefully clear the way for me. If I stop here, turn, and then run, that's what you want to happen. So the second licker got up on his hind legs, so you can run right past him, and the third licker jumped at me, which, if he hits you, it takes off half of your health. If you're in caution, you'll lose your head, literally. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to dodge. Now, the way back is going to be another issue, but we'll get to that when we get to it. We're going to do the same sort of thing on the way back, but this one's a little less consistent. So we're going to walk one step, run one step, walk another step, and then run, and hopefully they won't get me. Walk, run. Nope, didn't work. Oh, okay. Right, 2 hits isn't too bad. I'm still in fine, so that's great. Those plant dudes are pretty easy to dodge, but if they get you, they do a lot of damage to you. And they poison you. Alright, another risky dodge coming up, but it is really satisfying to do, if you get it. Shoot one zombie. Turn on this switch, and... almost made it. Okay. I'm in caution, but that's alright.
You murdered my husband.
So a couple of really long cutscenes here.
I know
If there's
what you're looking
any donations
for.
read.
You came for the G-Virus, didn't you?
Yep.
Take it from me. This is my husband's
We have a
legacy.
74 dollar. That echo, man. We have a $74 donation from Breetai. Thank you very much.
Talking about.
Thank you, Breetai. Much appreciated.
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend.
So this is where
to get
Annette reveals that
information.
Ada is not who she says she is.
That can't be.
Shock horror.
I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
And Leon swears that having
If you don't want
known
to
her
believe
for
that
less
I
than
don't
20
care,
minutes,
you're about to die.
that he knows her
anyway.
better than that. She's not that kind of woman. She won't betray me.
What happened?
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
And here's another really long cutscene.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about. So just hand over the G-Virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that. Ada! Ada! I've got you. Don't give up.
Leon, it's over. Just let me go.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
It's too late, Leon. We both know it.
No. I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
And down she goes.
Ada!
Alright, so final stretch of the game. A couple more dodges, and then the final boss, which we're going to abuse a glitch so that he never hits us. But it is very specific with the positioning, so I could still mess it up. Oh, that was not good. Alright, this could actually be bad. If I mess up the positioning on this boss, he will actually kill me.
5 minutes until detonation.
I'm just going to play it slowly and safely. So this was a strategy discovered by a runner by the name of Jika-chan. He did a TAS and discovered this glitch where you could make him go into an endless loop where you could just shoot him endlessly. 1, 2... Shoot him 4 times. Now, because of where I'm standing, he should jump on top of those little catwalks over there. And if I stand in a specific spot, he will try to jump at me, but be unable to get down. So that means I'll be able to just shoot him until he dies. Okay, got him in the right spot, so I'm safe. And GG. I was actually nervous there. So we're just going to go down this elevator, which conveniently arrives after the boss is dead. And then time will be coming up pretty soon. So Claire's waiting for us with a train so we can escape. And that's time. All right, let's see what the in-game timer was. What was the real time? 57, okay. Yeah, the in-game time is how we measure it, and it is not at all accurate to real time. All right, let's see what we've got. Survey says 50 minutes 20. That was my PB about 4 months ago, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alrighty, thank you all for watching. Thank you again to the ASM committee for allowing me to come by. And thanks to everyone. Thank you to everyone who donated. And stay tuned because we've got some great runs coming up. So, cheers.